Hey, David Speck here, and we're going to do the only statement today. So the only statement is something that I modified from one of the best books I've ever read. It was 2006. It was a branding book, I think 2006, 2007, a branding book by a guy named Marty Neumeier. And he wrote this book called ZAG, the number one strategy of high performance brands. And I've adapted his process to build my own called the only statement. And you're going to go through here. I highly recommend that book, by the way. You're going to go through here, do the overview, then come back and do the guide so that you understand what we're doing. It's basically the reporter's questions. And me being a former journalist in my life, these reporter's questions came pretty easily. What, how, who, where, why, and when. And we're going to ask those questions to build a statement that represents who we are, what we want to do, and why we're the only ones who can do it. And that's the key thing here. When you're branding yourself, and that's part of this process, when you are creating an incorporated you that you're going to sell to the world, you want to brand yourself as the only person who does this, whatever it is that you're doing. So I'm going to go through the process that I created for this publishing company that we are working on. Here's the workbook again. Here's the save button, the load button, and you've got your tabs at the top here. And so this is module 3, the only statement. Okay, so I'm coming back. These are my core values again. We're honoring our core values. So I'm going to build my only statement. My only statement part by part. Answer each part. What's your full statement symbol itself as you type? So what? Your category or niche. What industry? Publishing business. Okay, so if you notice down here at the bottom, your only statement, there's publishing business. And this is my only statement here. So we're going to build it as we go. So I have publishing business. How? You're differentiated. What makes your approach stand out? Avoid cliches like I care more. So these are things that are important. Solves problems. So my publishing business solves problems for people facing difficult choices. For the who, this is the audience. For the who, people facing difficult choices. And the where, in the U.S. and other English-speaking countries. I'm only going to focus on English-speaking. I'm not going to try to go to other cultures and explain to them how they should do their things differently. Why? The wrong decisions can have massive long-term consequences. And when? Why now? Because we're bombarded with thousands of daily decisions. This is one of the crippling things that happens to everybody. So, am I going to go to the Dairy Queen today or not? I'm a diabetic. If I go to the Dairy Queen today, I can guarantee you my glucose is going to be about 230. That's crazy for me. That's a hell no for me. But if I wanted to run it through the decision matrix, I could do that and get a hell no to encourage me not to do those kind of stupid things. But my point is that this will help you eliminate all of those things that are out there that you don't want to do and you do want to do, because this is all about you fulfilling your purpose. So your only statement is, we are the only publishing business that solves problems for people facing difficult choices in the U.S. and other English-speaking countries because the wrong decisions have massive long-term consequences. And this matters now because we're bombarded with thousands of daily decisions. Okay, so this is the only statement today. When I first did this, it was about twice as long. So I wanted to go back and be more specific and clean it up and eliminate words. And I can still work on this one. That's the great thing about this program, is I can always come back to it and rework it, get really specific. And here's the final reflection. We have a final reflection here about some of these things. So this is the only statement. It seems hard to, the hardest part about the only statement is that we don't think we're that unique. Everybody is unique. We have special skills. We have a special process. We have a special insight into things, and we want to take advantage of that. What is it that makes you particularly interesting? Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is guiding principles.